Greetings and welcome to Module 3 of the Civil Rights 101 training course. In Lessons 1 and 2, we learned what civil rights are, why they matter in extension, and what civil laws apply to extension. Now we are going to learn who these laws protect so that we can ensure equitable access to our programs and services. This presentation has been collaboratively brought to you by Dr. Kenitra Keeney, along with the support of the University of Wisconsin-Madison Extension's Office for Access, Inclusion, and Compliance. There are 4 modules in the Civil Rights 101 training series. WSU is an equal opportunity service provider. In this lesson, you will learn the definition of a protected class, what you need to know about protected classes, and how this applies to extension. The definition of a protected class in the context of civil rights is a group of people with common characteristics who are legally protected from discrimination based on that characteristic. It is important to know about protected classes because these groups have historically been discriminated against. Therefore, we want to be proactive and intentional in reaching them with our educational programming. This training focuses on protected classes. Those classes are race, color, national origin, ethnicity, sex, gender, age, and disability. As we develop activities and programs, we need to consider how we can make extension welcoming for all. Now, let's look at each of the protected classes in more detail to better understand who civil rights laws protect in extension programming. Race is social construct that is often based on the appearance and origins of groups of people. The 5 race categories and descriptions shown here were created by the federal government for civil rights compliance reporting purposes. There is American Indian or Alaskan Native. Next, there is Asian. Black or African American is a race category. There is Native Hawaiian or another Pacific Islander, and finally, white. Upcoming revisions will include a Middle Eastern or North African race category, which will distinguish these populations from being classified as white. Color refers to the shade of a person's skin. Members of the same race may have widely varying skin tones. National origin refers to being from or appearing to be from a particular country or part of the world. Characteristics flowing from national origin, such as limited English proficiency, are also protected like race. Similar to race, ethnicity is a social construct. It is based on shared attributes such as ancestry, language, or culture. Protections on the basis of sex can also extend to gender and include the following, such as pregnancy and related conditions, parental or family status, sexual orientation, and gender identity and expression. Please note some state laws allow for gender identity and expression, while the federal government typically refers to sex only. Age discrimination is denying or limiting services on the basis of age, which is unlawful. However, there are exceptions for specific benefit programs. The Americans with Disabilities Act, ADA, defines disability as a physical or mental impairment that substantially limits one or more major life activities. It also includes having a record of such an impairment or being regarded as having such an impairment. To better understand this definition, it is important to know what is considered a major life activity. Example of major life activities are breathing, walking, talking, hearing, seeing, sleeping, caring for oneself, learning, concentrating, communicating, interacting with others, performing manual tasks, and working. Major life activities also include major bodily functions such as immune system functions, digestive functions, respiratory functions, and neurological functions. As you can see, not all types of disabilities are physical disabilities. Again, it is important to know about protected classes in order to be sure we are meeting our civil rights obligations. We need to be intentional and proactive in making sure that these individuals and groups are represented in our educational activities, that they not only have equitable access to our services, but also equitable opportunity to benefit from our services. Our goal is to achieve equity in our educational program. One measurement of our success is our progress towards parity. What is parity? An extension program is in parity when the participation of individuals from protected classes reflects their proportionate representation in the population of the targeted community. We'll learn a little more about parity in the next lesson. Now let's review the main points in this lesson. A protected class is a group of people with a common characteristic who are legally protected from discrimination based on that characteristic. We must be proactive and intentional in ensuring these groups are represented in our educational activities and have an equitable opportunity to benefit from our services. Parity is a measurement of our success in civil rights compliance. Parity is achieved when our program participants reflect the diversity of our target communities. Race, color, national origin, ethnicity, sex, age, or disability are the major protective classes for the purposes of extension programs and services. Gender can also be included as a state-protected class. Thank you for your time and attention. Please advance to Module 4.